Maybe you've heard the story of Richard Wurmbrand, but if you haven't, he was a Romanian pastor. But at the time of his serving, all of the nation was closed down as far as church gatherings. You were not allowed to meet. But Wurmbrand and his wife, they were hosting other believers in their house, and it's just this tiny little apartment, and they're packing the house. They're holding church gatherings when they knew that they weren't supposed to. They knew that one day the government would find out. There was no avoiding it. They knew the risks. And Richard, he'd already been to jail before. And he has this famous prayer in some of his writings. He says, God, if there's someone in prison that needs my help, send me back. But at about 1 a.m. one morning, his little tiny house gets raided. Richard's arrested, and it's said as he's put into the police van that his wife starts running after it, chasing after it. It's this awful scene. But after he's arrested, not only is he taken away from his family, but he's tortured beyond belief. After he gets out, he's famous for coming back to the United States and taking his shirt off, and his body is marred forever. I mean, it's completely mutilated and changed. But it wasn't until he's in prison that he finds out that it was actually his assistant pastor that turned him in. And do you know, when they ask him if he wants to say anything to that pastor, he says, tell him I love him and that I hope he's doing well. Because he knew that while everyone else meant this situation for evil, that God could use it for good. That while everyone else had their own thoughts of what should happen, that maybe, just maybe, God could use even this situation for his glory.